Hi, Sri Sokomoto here. It is October 23rd with the market report um, for Orange County, but this one is more kind of a general one, just talking about the state of the economy, what the experts are predicting the housing market will do, and all of that good stuff. If you want local stats, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be happy to provide that for you. So consumer confidence in the United States is back. You can see that in April, we dropped all the way down to 31.7%. And now in October, we're only down 3.2% from where we were in January. So that's really good news. As we're looking at the housing market specifically, we can see that all of the major experts are predicting that home prices will go up in value over the next 12 months. 7% is Zillow, which is at the highest, and CoreLogic is at the lowest at 0.2%. But none of the major financial institutions are predicting a decline in housing prices over the next 12 months, which is really good news. You can see that as the economy is starting to recover and as we're seeing how the housing market has helped the economy to recover, the experts have changed their opinions of what was going to happen. CoreLogic was at negative 6.6 is what they were predicting, and now they've come to the positive. I think Zillow was the biggest swing, and they were at negative 3%, and now they're all the way up at the highest point at 7% is what they're forecasting for the next 12 months. Side note, if you're looking at Zillow for your home prices, that they may not be the most accurate. As you can see, like 10% is a huge swing. Ivy Zellman is probably the most reputable housing expert, and her span was less than 3% from pre-pandemic to forecasting for the next 12 months. The forbearance is what everybody is afraid of. And when you hear people talk about the wave of foreclosures that they're predicting to come about, they're mainly referencing the number of forbearances. So you can see in May, we were at 8.47%, and it's declined every month since then. So we're down to 6.32%. Now, of the 5.2 million families that were granted forbearance, this is what this is what is currently happening with that. So the 41% of them have either removed, so they got out of the forbearance program, or they paid off their mortgage altogether. 2.8 of that 5.2 million have extended their forbearance. So meaning that they need more time to figure out what's going on. And of that 5.2, we can see that just over 300,000 are the actual delinquent ones. So even if those 300,000 turned into REOs, which most of them won't, because majority of the homeowners have enough equity to sell and still pay off their forbearance and still walk away with some cash in their pocket. But even if those 300 families were to become REOs, we're not going to see a wave of foreclosures that's going to tank the housing market. And that is because inventory is so low right now. So even if worst case scenario, which I don't think will happen, we see 300,000 over the entire United States, it's not going to negatively affect the real estate market. And you can see here's another chart of the distribution of loans in active forbearance. So 91% of the people who are in forbearance have at least 11% equity. So that means if they sell, they pay all of the fees that are associated, they'll still be able to walk away with a small amount if you're on the lower end of that 11% equity. But if you see here, 62% of them have 70% or more equity in their home, which is again why the experts are predicting there's not going to be a wave of foreclosures. And here you can see a quote from Ivy Zellman. She says the likelihood of us having a foreclosure crisis again is about 0%. And she really is the leading expert when it comes to predicting the housing market. So a quote like that from her really weighs heavily to me because of all of the research that she puts in to the housing market. So we were talking about inventory levels just a bit ago, and we can see here in May we had 1.36, and we're down to 1.27 million existing homes that are available for purchase, and that was in August. So even if there are some foreclosures that hit the market, it's not going to flood the market like it did in 2007 and 8 when we were already at a high inventory level. Right now, we're at an extreme shortage of home inventory, homes that are available to purchase. So the the foreclosure, the possible um, properties that may come to market as a foreclosure is not going to negatively affect it. So that's why, really, that's the difference between 2007 and what we're looking at right now. We have our fall buyers and sellers guides on our blog. If you are thinking about buying and selling, it's a great resource that walks you through the process. If you have any information, like I said, that you want any information on your neighborhood, your home specifically, please feel free to reach out to us. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks so much. Have a great day.